Hello everybody, I am Tom and you are watching me play Disco Elysium. Today's episode, first things first, we have to examine this bullet again, because I did it once, but I did it without Kim here, and I need to actually do it properly when Kim is here. The bullet mushroomed out on impact. It now looks more like a fanciful jacket button than something you could pierce skin, flesh and bone.
The bullet is still safely sealed away in a plastic bag bearing the RCM stamp.
So we already did all these, but now we can show Kim and get his input on it. Kim, take a look at this. It's a jacketed bullet close to 5mm in diameter.
A jacketed bullet. Okay. It would have been shot from a military-grade breech-loading rifle, not from a muzzleloader like those typically found on the streets of Martinez.
Highly unusual. The people of Revachol haven't carried breech-loading weapons like this for nearly half a century.
Even the RCM uses ordinary unjacketed conical bullets. This is strange. Very strange. I like this, officer. Strange means unique. Unique means incriminating. We need to find the gun that shot it.
Indeed.
Something tells you that won't be any time soon. This'll have to be one of those epic tasks that's open for a while.
Whew. I have a similar rifle on hand, which gives me +4. Aware of the name of the antique rifle I found, and Encyclopedia has said this came from a breech loader, so I have a very good chance for this, actually.
A rifle, revolutionary period. Your bullet looks to be an old 4.46mm from the surplus left over from the turn of the century. Probably an antique, or a retrofitted antique.
What's the make?
The 4.46 caliber was widely used with the Belmargrave rifle, a Revacholian manufacturer. The BM dominated the battlefields of the Insulindian theater of the anti-centennial revolution 50 years ago. Incidentally, you have just such a rifle with you, the dusty old thing you found hidden in the basement below the commercial area. It's unusable, sadly. If it were, the bullet would probably fit the chamber.
Is anyone still making these?
No, but Zeliger, a major firearm manufacturer, ended up with a surplus after the war, so there are still a lot of these old military rifles floating around, usually broken. The quality was appalling.
Who uses Belmargrave rifles these days?
Antiques enthusiasts, guerrilla fighters in distant countries, a few lucky jamrock bangers. You're looking for the same thing you found in that hidden weapons cache, only in working order.
What are you thinking? Bullet?
I think I know where this came from. Dangle the bag thoughtfully.
Okay. And?
The shot probably came from a Belmargrave rifle.
An antique. That makes sense. There can't be many breech-loading rifles floating around in Martinez, or anywhere in Revachol, really.
Why not?
Sure, there's some arms trafficking, but the laws prohibiting the use of breech loaders we inherited from the monarchy have been effective, from what I've seen.
Fair enough.
Some new RCM recruits get impatient with their muzzle loaders once they've trained with military-grade weapons, but they realize it's worth it in the end.
Prohibiting peacetime law enforcement to front-loaded rifles is a policy enforced by the Moralist International in all the nations of the Real Belt.
Worth what, getting shot?
Imagine if everyone, cops, citizens, had access to firearms that could shoot multiple rounds without pausing to reload. After the first shot, the second, third, and so on come much easier. But back to the investigation.
Seems we're looking for an antiques enthusiast.
Doesn't seem that likely, but we'll check out all possible leads. Next step, finding the gun itself.
Cool. Was there anything else in here I need to interact with? I don't think so. I'll see if I can give this jacket back to Idiot Doom Spiral. We can fast travel there.
Tequila sunset.
I found your jacket.
Ah, tequila. I knew you'd come through. That's fucking great, man. Let me see. What? This isn't my jacket. My jacket was beautiful. This is fucking filthy. What am I supposed to do with this?
What do you expect? You left it outside for a week.
I'm not taking a disgusting pile of hobo rags. I may be in an irrecoverably decaying orbit, but I've still got standards.
Irrecoverably decaying orbit.
Either bring it back the way it was before, or find a dumpster to burn it in.
You know, despite the guano, it looks like the jacket itself is stain resistant. It may just need a good scrubbing.
I wonder if I can just clean it. I have this little shack up here that had, like, shaving supplies. Maybe I can clean the jacket. Alternatively, maybe I can just interact with it and clean it. Oh, interesting. I go in here by myself. I guess that makes sense. Effectively, my room. Kim doesn't really need a reason to come in here. Let's try just interacting with the jacket.
As you hold it in your hands, it makes an uncomfortable crunching sound. It's probably better that...
So I need to find a way to wash it. And there's a sink in the, the whirling and rags, which I suppose I could use. I've used that before to clean things that probably shouldn't be cleaned in a kitchen sink, but I did anyway. The reason I'm coming here, by the way, is because I was told to check the boardwalk.
The remaining windows rattle from a strong gust of wind. They're covered in a thick layer of grime. They must have been like this for 40 years.
Try to stay inside.
Dripping water falls from a high place. All you can see is the shadow of a collapsing staircase. There's rust and corrosion on the bars. They're foaming with it. And a small layer of white salt from the sea.
Lieutenant, can you make out what's inside?
No, I won't even try. You know, I had a partner once. They called him Eyes, because he had to show me things. It's that bad.
Interesting. Can you still shoot?
Well enough, actually. It's odd how that works. I'm no sharpshooter, but I passed my shooting courses 7 out of 10.
Huh. Interesting. I guess... You're not often shooting like a pinpoint target, I guess. Which makes a difference. Interesting. This one has hell written on its back. It could not be further from the truth. It's the Boomiers, the Courant, the nicest district in Revachol West. He's enjoying a sun-drenched day. Tall and handsome buildings rise from the riverside, steel, iron, and yellow limestone, with cloud shadows sliding on their facades. Interesting. This was empty last I saw. I do remember actually checking it. So they got this guy out of here. That's nice. Alright, the reason I came over here is in my journal we have... Wash the dirty jacket. I don't know how I'm going to do that, but whatever. A working firearm that shoots 4.46 ammo. It's not what I wanted. This one here. Check boardwalk for bullet traces. It's not from the roof. This will take some time to check. Check Land's End for bullet traces. Check boardwalk for bullet traces. Surely this is the boardwalk, right? I guess it could be further south. I'm trying to remember what our actual thing was, because there's the church here. I guess it would be like up here, if anything. And check the island. I guess I'll just wander around until I find bullet traces, right? Like, it's pretty much my only option. Whoops. Pretty much my only option is to just keep looking and hope that I find it, but up here maybe? Nothing. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where on the boardwalk I'm supposed to be looking for these bullet traces. At the very least, I don't think I've found them yet. Check this door again, I suppose.
Heavy wooden doors, more than twice your height.
If you really think we should get in there, we need to find some other way. Yes, the pulsing base. An indication of junior delinquency.
Interesting. The sound of junior delinquency. It's coming from inside the church? Sorry, I skipped that description because I assumed it was, repeat. Alright, let's come up here and just check, see if we can find bullet traces up here while we're at it. This is completely inaccessible, right?
An old door, worn by elements, guards the door. The wind has blown a sand dune in front of it. The door hasn't been opened in a long while. You see a handle.
Could this structure have been used to take the shot?
From here to the whirling, I can't see how. The church is in the way.
Is it? I thought the whirling would have been, like, this direction. Maybe I'm wrong. Boardwalk rises to the south.
Just dead and dying locusts, and the slow swaying of surrounding reeds.
Nothing particularly interesting up here, I don't think. Have a look at this tower again, I guess. I guess I'm looking here, right? Or is the island is over here. So I can't get to the island. I don't think, at least. Not gonna let me walk along here, is it? No. Okay, so I can't get to the island. Good to know. Which means I have to check the boardwalk, but I keep looking at the boardwalk and I can't find anywhere where it's like, did the shot come from here? Means I guess I just have to keep looking for more bullet casings? I'm at this weird point where I don't have anything, like, directly to investigate. Like, I have to talk to Titus, but that involves convincing him of something that is going to be difficult to convince him of.
Heavy wooden doors, more than twice your height, stand shut in front of you. The rectangular sea-worn ornamentation
Okay, so there was nothing new.
appears in stark contrast to the padlock.
Inspect the
Carelessly,
staple.
The padlock passes through a staple that's been hastily attached to the wood. Closer inspection reveals that one of the screws is not a screw at all, but a nail. The work has been done recently and is unprofessional, to say the least. Should you want to get through, it might be easier to just pry the whole thing off.
Do you happen to have a pry bar?
Yes, there's a toolbox in the kinema.
I already took it.
But maybe we should circle the building and look for another way in first. The building has seen enough mistreatment.
Interesting. I wonder if we can come down here and go underneath. Ah, I haven't explored here yet. Full of holes, could this post hide treasure? Look inside. It can, apparently just a Pilsner isn't there. Weird. Drawbridge can only be lowered from the other side. I'm finding new things. Interesting. All of these things have shit in them. The hell? I guess this is just like a local spot that people hide their shit. Weird. Stacked rocks. Hello. You're someone new.
A shaggy-looking girl in her late teens or early 20s kneels on the ice with an electronic contraption in her hand. Hearing you approach, she looks up.
A cellar.
Oh. Hello there.
It's cold out here, but she's not wearing a hat. She must be freezing. Everyone knows drugs make you invulnerable to cold. You bet this one likes to party.
Where's your hat?
Huh?
Maybe she didn't hear you. A little louder.
I said you should have a hat on.
So should you.
Don't think good. I should. Where would I get one around here?
I don't know. Some kind of a store? Maybe a general store? Look, man. Fuck the hat. I'm sorry I said fuck the hat. I was concentrating on something else. My whole family swears and it rubbed off on me.
What's your name?
Estelle.
Her hair is dyed blonde, with dark roots showing. There's a coarseness to her features, some masculinity below that timidness.
And your surname?
Why?
I'm the police. It's for paperwork.
Okay, it's Burger.
A very common name.
What's that device you have there?
This is a portable recording device. It's for field recording. Low quality, but still.
And the wires?
Actually, just one wire. I picked on it till the braiding came loose. The wire leads to a contact microphone.
Got it.
Okay,
What are you doing out here in the cold?
recording, I guess.
And what are you recording?
I think I'm recording cracks in the ice, but there's no way to tell. Not without headphones. I think I just recorded your footsteps too. Not sure how that will sound.
What are these recordings for? The cracks and the footsteps?
The musicians in the Elysium used them for making music. They looped the stuff, cutting the tapes together. They make music out of cracks in the ice and keys jangling. Crazy sounds like that. It's hard to explain. Anyway, I thought I'd make some too. It's supposed to be, like, a music place anyway. I don't really know what I'm doing. They use synthesizers too. I don't have a synthesizer.
Take this, you're cold.
No, man, fuck that, I'm cool. I'm sorry I said that. I'm sorry about the fuck.
It's okay.
You said it's supposed to be a music place. What is?
That? The boys think it could be a place, like the Palaceum or something. Stupid. It's really not going to be a Palaceum, that's for sure.
The boys?
Yeah. Andre and the guys, they're inside, in the tent.
And why is that?
Why are you freezing out here while the boys are inside?
They got too much stuff crammed in there. No room.
Stuff like what?
Music stuff, mostly. Like this tape recorder, but bigger. And there's piles of it.
Why not just leave some outside so you don't have to freeze?
That stuff is more expensive than I am. More expensive than any of us, really. Doesn't matter. I can take the cold.
I had some other questions.
Go ahead.
Tell me more about this music place you've been planning in the church.
It's supposed to become like a club for anodic dance music, like that new style of synthesizer stuff they play at the Palaceum. Except that Yeah.
She looks up the old wooden church up on the poles. As a mean wind comes bellowing in, the stick-story structure lets out a doleful shriek. What is anodic dance music?
You know, anodic, cathodic, music that's made with electronic instruments.
Got it.
What do you need to know?
So you want to turn the church into a club?
I know. It's not my idea. Andre and the boys found the place. It was supposed to be deserted, but now they can't even take it. Hey, don't get me wrong, but you're cops, right?
Yeah, why do you ask?
Okay, well, maybe you could talk to Andre and the guys, because there are some strange things going on in that church. If you're police, you should look into it, right?
I'll talk to them.
They're inside that thing there. Would be cool if you did. Was there something else?
Did you guys put the padlock on the church door?
No. Not really, no.
She's trying to get out of a direct lie with semantic tricks. She personally didn't put the padlock on the door.
Show the sticker in your ledger, so this isn't yours?
It's Noid's.
Why did this Noid person put a padlock on the church's door?
To keep more weirdos from getting in. Fucking Martinez. I'm sorry. It's got the worst weirdos. If you get around to it, ask Andre about him, he'll tell ya. Go ahead.
Let's try it.
The device is cold to the touch. An angular Omicron logo adorns the yellow plastic cover. Underneath you see a reel of tape rolling. You put the device back on the ice.
That's all for now.
Okay, bye.
Interesting. Someone's trying to bring cheer. I wonder if that's her, probably, right? May as well push this down, right?
A pane of eternite has been planted into the snow. 2 poles are holding it up. Barely holding it up. It could fall over any minute. A stronger gust of wind might be enough.
What is this?
It looks like a makeshift bridge. Could be convenient.
Push it
The
in. I don't know.
pane falls into the icy snow with a soft thunk.
It's not that convenient, but useful, I guess. Just someone's home away from home, just like yours.
The tent is just tarpaulin fabric covering a pile of stuff. The flap is open. Inside, 3 young men, all in forward-looking apparel, reminiscent of the sticker on the padlock, are listening to some new form of music. It's like nothing you've ever heard. One of them looks at you.
Come on, get in and close the flap behind you. The warm stuff's getting out. Sorry, we barely have room for one.
You go ahead. I'm too old for this.
I'm actually not, he thinks. I just dislike delinquents.
I'm sure you will feel right at home. I'll keep watch.
Interesting. We're actually going to leave it here. And we're going to do this next time, because we're already sitting at 24 minutes. So if you like the video, please leave a like. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. And as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. I'll listen to these guys do their dance track, I guess. It's not bad music. If a little boring. Alright, see you next time, guys.